Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
What's up, everybody? It's the Ginger Yeti, and I got another beer coming at you from my beer trade with Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. If you don't know who he is, go check him out. He's the gentleman that did my brand new intros. Really great guy. Him and I did a beer trade a couple weeks ago, and I'm trying to get through all his beers before I head out on tour. Now, this is February 11th. I'm sure this isn't going to come out till mid-March. I may even already be on the road by the time this comes out. But I got to get through these beers before I leave, because then I won't have time to do them. So like I said, I did this awesome beer trade with Shane. This is one of the beers. This is The Lovely or The Lovely from Flying Monkeys. It's a raspberry satin milk stout. It's got a picture of like a chocolate cat on the can. And if you watch my channel, you know how much I love cat-inspired or cat-canned artwork. So this is really cool, right up my alley. Really love the artwork on this. And Shane told me that this is part of a mixed 4-pack. He sent me all 4 of the beers from the mixed 4-pack. And you can only get these beers in the mixed 4-pack. So that's really cool. Thank you very much, Shane. Really appreciate it. This is, like I said, from Flying Monkeys out of, was it Barrie, Ontario? This is a 7% alcohol beer. Untappd says it has 16 IBUs. Who knows if that's true? Not that the candle date matters too much since it's a stout, but it's November 27th, 2024. Big shout out to Flying Monkeys for putting that candle date big, bold, and easy to read on the bottom of the can. That is really nice that you did that. Really cool. I wish more breweries would put it on there that way so you could just easily see it. On the can here, it says brewed in Canada. Strong beer with natural flavor. On the side here, it says raspberry satin milk stout. An irresistibly smooth milk stout of delicious sweet cocoa frivolity. I don't know why I can't say that word, frivolity. Finished with hand-tied ribbons of delightful raspberry and a tart lovely bonbon of a beer. I almost said bourbon, bonbon of a beer. And this sounds delicious to me. Flying Monkeys Craft Brewery, 107 Dunlop Street, Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Earth, Milky Way, the universe, infinity. That is kind of funny. What else is on the can here? Brewed in can. Flying Monkey imported from Canada by... What? Wait a second here. This is odd. So this can was sent to me by Shane. He bought it in Canada. On the can it says, brewed in Canada by Flying Monkeys of Barrie, Ontario, Canada. Imported from Canada by Esper Beverage Company, Canton, Ohio. Canton, Ohio is only about 70 miles south of me. It's where the Pro Football Hall of Fame is. And that's kind of funny that it has an import to the U.S., even though he bought it in Canada, shipped it to me in the U.S. Interesting. I mean, I do see some Flying Monkeys beers in some of the beer stores around here. I don't generally pick them up. I don't know why. Maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I need to start picking up some of these Flying Monkey beers, but that is pretty funny that it has an import label from Canton, Ohio. Return for a refund. Ingredients: water, malted barley, flaked oats, sugars, Demerara, Demerara sugar, lactose, cocoa powder, natural cocoa flavor. What's the difference between cocoa powder and natural cocoa flavor? Are those two separate ingredients? Natural raspberry flavor, hops, and yeast. Contains barley and oats. So barley and oats aren't... Oh, yeah, they are. Never mind. I'm dumb. Ignore me. I don't know if there's anything else on the can here. And the can art does look like a box of chocolates. And this is really cool. I'm really excited to get into this beer. Raspberry stout. I don't know if I've ever had a raspberry stout. I'm sure I have at some point. I mean, when you've had almost 8,000 different beers, you lose track of what beers you've had. So on Untappd, this gets a 3.75 with 567 check-ins. There's nothing on Beer Advocate. Using my Spiegel stout glass, and I poured that hard and that was a mistake. So I'll just keep pouring it like that. So there's a big, giant head. That's for you, Don, from Don's Beer Reviews. I'm already getting like a weird, like almost perfumey raspberry scent when I open up the can. It's not fresh raspberry. It's not candy raspberry. It's almost like a perfume. But when you get your nose down in there, that's fresh raspberry. And maybe a little bit of chocolate. But when that can opened up, that was almost like perfume, like a raspberry scented perfume. Like, I don't know if, so I'm sure some of you out there old enough to remember walking through the mall, if malls, I don't know if malls even still exist anymore. But walking through the mall, walking through some of those department stores, and you get to like the perfume section, and it would just reek of like a mix of crazy perfume scents, and it was just awful. That's kind of what it smelled like when the can first opened. It was just this big, like, weird, perfumey scent that was kind of raspberry, but it was just fake perfume. But on the nose, chocolate and fresh raspberry. And the fresh raspberry is the dominant character there. And that, although I'm sure it looks pitch black on camera, maybe I'll get the flashlight out for this again. I don't know if the flashlight even does any good for you. But it's got a reddish hue to it. And it's not completely pitch black. Like, you can kind of see into the beer a little bit. So I would probably give this about a 29 on the SRM chart. There is some like rubiness around the edges. And of course, my big bear paws hand worth of tan, chocolatey looking foam, and it's just sitting there. It's just moose-like, hanging out, not going anywhere, not doing anything. I'm gonna have to chew through that head. What am I doing? I was about to pour more in it. Let's just take a drink and see if I can chew through that head. Thank you very much, Shane. I really appreciate it. It's awesome doing a beer trade with you. Cheers, everybody. Getting my nose down in there as I was drinking, it was kind of odd because I was getting the fresh raspberry and the chocolate notes, but I did pick up a whiff of that like perfume note again, which is odd. The body's a little thin for a stout, but this is very flavorful. You get nice, like candied raspberry, nice bitter chocolate. I mean, it's a medium body, but I expected it to be a little thicker. Reading the description, knowing what the beer was, seeing the color and seeing how it's kind of clear, I should have expected it to be a little thinner than what I would have wanted for a stout. But this is delicious. It's fresh raspberry, candied raspberry, bitter chocolate. It's sweet, but not overly sweet. It's almost like a raspberry chocolate cordial. This is a really good beer. This is a nice beer, as I like to say. And after you swallow and sit a minute, you almost pick up some of that cocoa powder on its own. Like, you can almost taste that cocoa powder in your mouth. But this is just big raspberry, big chocolate, like really nice beer. I really enjoy this. This is my first one out of the Flying Monkeys 4-pack that Shane sent me. Lovely. This is a lovely beer. Big horns up on this one. Thank you very much, Shane. I appreciate it. I look forward to trying the other 3 beers. I am so excited to try these other 3 beers out of this 4-pack. Excellent beer. Really good choice. Really appreciate it. Hope you all think I made an excellent video. If you've made it this far into the video and are still watching, please hit that like, smash that subscribe button. Subscribing really helps me out. Go check out Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. This gentleman right here, super cool dude. And as always, embrace the adventure.